Bullish overpowered value expectation is $1.46 to $2.19. Optimism, overpowered, cost could likewise reach $5 soon. Bearish overpowered cost expectation for 2022 is $0.436. In optimism, overpowered, cost forecast 2022, we use measurements, cost designs, RSI, Rival, and other data about overpowered to dissect the future development of the digital money. Optimism, overpowered, current market status. The cost of optimism, overpowered, is $1.11 with a 24-hour exchanging volume of $81,540,882 at the hour of composing. Nonetheless, overpowered has expanded by almost 1.56% as of now. Besides, optimism, overpowered, has a circling supply of 234,748,364 overpowered. At present, optimism, overpowered, exchanges cryptographic money trades like Binance, OKX, XD.com, Deepcoin, and Coin. What is optimism, overpowered? Optimism, overpowered, is a layer 2 blockchain on top of Ethereum. Optimism benefits from the security of the Ethereum mainnet and helps scale the Ethereum biological system by utilizing hopeful roll-ups. It is one of the greatest scaling answers for Ethereum with more than $300 million in TVL. Optimism is driven by the Optimism Establishment, a charitable association committed to developing the optimism environment. Besides, it goes for the gold number of moving parts while building a layer 2 answer for Ethereum. Optimism, overpowered, value forecast 2022. The above diagram of overpowered laid the even channel design, flat channel otherwise called sideways pattern, to demonstrate how the cost is compelled between the upper line of opposition and lower line of help. Flat channels are pattern lines that join variable value ups and downs. At present, optimism, overpowered, is in the scope of $1.11. On the off chance that the example proceeds, the cost of overpowered could arrive at the obstruction levels of $1.244, $1.460, and $1.9063. In the event that the pattern turns around, the cost of overpowered may tumble to $1.062. The outlines show that optimism, overpowered, has played out a bullish pattern over the course of the last month. On the off chance that this pattern proceeds, overpowered could run alongside the bulls, surpassing its obstruction level at $2.193. Likewise, in the event that the financial backers betray crypto, the cost of optimism, overpowered, could dive to nearly $0.432, a negative sign. Optimism, overpowered, value forecast 2022, Rival, Mama, and RSI. The relative volume, RVOL, of optimism, overpowered, is displayed in the diagram beneath. It is a sign of how the ongoing exchanging volume has changed throughout some stretch of time from the past exchanging volume. Right now, the level of overpowered lies underneath the end line, demonstrating frail members in the latest thing. Likewise, the moving normal, Mama, of optimism, overpowered, is displayed in the graph above. Outstandingly, the optimism, overpowered, cost lies under 50 Mama, present moment, so it is in a downtrend. At present, overpowered has entered a negative state. In this way, there is plausible of an inversion pattern of overpowered whenever. In the interim, the general strength list, RSI, of the overpowered is 42.05. This implies that optimism, overpowered, is neither in an oversold or overbought state. Be that as it may, this implies a significant value inversion of overpowered may happen in the impending days. In this way, merchants need to painstakingly exchange. Optimism, overpowered, value forecast 2022, ADX, RVI. Allow us now to take a gander at the typical directional file, ADX, of optimism, overpowered. It assists with estimating the general strength of the pattern. The pointer is the normal of the growing cost range values. This framework endeavors to gauge the strength of cost development in the positive and negative headings utilizing DMI pointers with ADX. The above diagram addresses the ADX of Optimism, overpowered. Right now, the ADX of overpowered lies in the scope of 16.873 and subsequently, it demonstrates a frail pattern. The above diagram additionally addresses the overall unpredictability file, RVI, of Optimism, overpowered. RVI estimates the consistent deviation of cost changes throughout some stretch of time. The RVI of overpowered lies under 50, demonstrating low instability. As a matter of fact, the RSI of Optimism, overpowered, is at 42.05, hence affirming a potential sell signal. From the above outline, it tends to be deciphered that ETH, BTC, and overpowered are moving in a comparative pattern. This shows that when the cost of BTC increments or diminishes, the cost of ETH and overpowered likewise increment or abatement individually. Optimism, overpowered, value forecast 2023. In the event that the declining cost activity totally dials back in energy and the pattern turns around, Optimism, overpowered, could most likely achieve $5 by 2023. Optimism, overpowered, value expectation 2024. With a few redesigns in the organization, Optimism, overpowered, could enter a bullish direction. Assuming the coin gets the notice of significant financial backers, overpowered could energize to hit $10 by 2024. Optimism, overpowered, value forecast 2025. If Optimism, overpowered, supports significant obstruction levels and keeps on being perceived as a superior venture choice among the financial backers for the following 3 years, overpowered would revitalize to hit $15. Optimism, overpowered, value expectation 2026. In the event that Optimism, overpowered, supports significant obstruction levels and keeps on being perceived as a superior speculation choice among the financial backers for the following 4 years, overpowered would mobilize to hit $20. Optimism, overpowered, value forecast 2027. In the event that Optimism, overpowered, supports significant obstruction levels and keeps on being perceived as a superior venture choice among the financial backers for the following 5 years, overpowered would energize to hit $25. Optimism, overpowered, value expectation 2028. In the event that Optimism, overpowered, holds up areas of strength for and as a superior venture choice for the following 6 years in the midst of the patterns in the profoundly unpredictable crypto market. By driving critical cost rallies, overpowered would hit $32 in 2028. Optimism, overpowered, value forecast 2020.